Hey, how you guys doing today? This is Chris Nelson. I'm here at the office right now, and I'm about to listen to a podcast I did with Christina Harris a couple of months ago. And excuse me. So, the name of the podcast is EPI 9. It's Our Time. Guest with Chris Nelson on the podcast, the BFF show. It's called the Business, Faith, and Family Show with Christina Harris. So take a listen, alright? I'm excited too. This is like one of my good dreams. Dreams to be on radio. It's actually going to be on IHeart Radio. So it just came out today.
Welcome to the Business, Faith, and Family Show. This week we have Mr. Chris Nelson from T.Y.M.E Entertainment, and he's going to be sharing his testimony and wisdom on how he's been able to sustain in the music and film industry. Stay tuned for your host, Christina Harris, and Mr. Chris Nelson.
Welcome to the Business, Faith, and Family Podcast. I believe there is one important aspect of life we oftentimes overlook and undervalue, which is simply the gift of becoming. As we are all at different stages and timetables of our lives, simply becoming better individuals, business owners, parents, friends, better spouses, or even role models should be all of our main reason for success. Meanwhile, allowing our faith to keep us anchored while balancing it all is truly one of life's greatest gifts. And your journey to becoming more in tune to that gift starts right now on the Business, Faith, and Family Show with me, your BFF, Christina Harris.
Hey, it's your host, Christina Harris, here on Business, Faith, and Family. Welcome and thanks for joining us on today's episode. I have here with me Mr. Chris Nelson in the studio.
Yeah!
Yes, from T.Y.M.E Entertainment, and today's podcast is called It's Our Time. How did you come up with that name, Chris?
After my song, Our Time.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love even how it's spelled. At first, the initial looks at it, I'm like, it's our. Okay, but I'm like, oh, let's do it. So I love it.
Yeah.
So I got this quote that I seen this week for you.
Okay.
And it made me think of you simply because it's one of your favorite artists. So I want you to guess and tell me who you think it's by.
Okay.
It says, just because a man lacks the use of his eyes doesn't mean he lacks vision. Who do you think that's by?
T.Y.M.E.
Really? Yes. And you know, when I seen it, it actually really made me think of you too, because that's exactly what I see you as, a visionary.
Yes,
and a lot of people don't realize what a visionary is, or what that person entails, the characteristics that person have to have. We use the word interchangeably, but a visionary is a person who don't really think about the now, but he spends a lot of the time thinking about the future generation, the legacy.
Absolutely.
And even when popular culture and society right now says, that's a stupid idea, that doesn't make sense, they still go on. But one thing about a visionary, and this is what brings me to that, is they also are wise people. And I say that because you have your own business, you're a songwriter, you're an actor, you did modeling, you're an instructor, musician obviously, but you started your own business, which I absolutely adore as a business coach, because too often so many people get ripped off because of their ignorance or relying on others for management or building things or just the investment of their wealth. Here you was like, thank you for the gift, the skills, but I'm also gonna know that part of what I'm doing too. So what really inspired you to start your business and know the business side of the industry as well?
Other business people. My grandfather, he was the president of the borough for 8 years, and he did business in the community. People like Magic Johnson, people like Michael Jordan, people like Prince and Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, the list goes on and on. Jack Brown. So, you know, just studying people who are in business and took control of their careers.
There you go.
Control of their lives.
I love that.
Who are visionaries. So yeah.
You're right. Yeah. And now, question: did you have any type of bad experience that really made you feel like, look, I gotta do my own thing, or anything like that?
Yes, the business I was with before, previously, me and that partner, we was cool friends first. But we started a business called Workhorse Entertainment. But then we went, he was going his own way, his vision, and I was going my own way, my vision, and how things to be. And I said to myself, and I said to him, let me just fall back and, and just keep our relationship going as friends and as brothers.
Oh, I love that.
And not go into business with each other, because like sometimes when you have people who have different ideas and the way to do things, and you have your own ideas, and it's like, okay, I saw something that's going to really he's coming that's going to be like toxic. So
gotcha, I see.
I didn't want to go into that route.
And now why do you think I call you wise? Because that was a wise decision. And I love what you said. You said basically I had to make a decision that was either to save the friendship, which is more important to me than just businessship we have.
Yes.
And a lot of times we don't do that. As a business coach, I always try to help my clients understand that if you are patient with your process, yourself, your gift, everything you need is going to fall right into place if you continue to stick with it and work that gift, and you don't have to sell out on your partner, like your partnership portion of it. It's all good to use people to help build your vision and vice versa. We should all be exchanging of our gifts, our time, and talent with each other. But not everybody deserves this seat at the top table with you, you know? So I actually am one to advocate for entrepreneurship in the aspect of I've been working this thing and this is my purpose, my baby. This is not just an ideal anymore. This is part of me.
Yes, it is.
So I don't feel I'd rather wait on God's blessing and provision, for example, than to sell out right now and give you 50% of my shares. So that was very wise of you to do that. What really inspired you to even be a musician?
Family.
Okay.
In the household, I started in the household listening to my cousins, listening to my aunts and my uncles. I had aunts and uncles who write songs, who sung in the group before. Cousins who write songs and sung rap and who dance. From there, it went to the streets, watching people dance and hip hop at the time, going to hip hop, and then going to church, singing in the choir. And
so you was all around. It was all around you.
Yes,
how about that? Yeah, and we did grow up in that era where you're right. It wasn't just on TV. It wasn't just on YouTube. It was in our backyards. It was on the street corners.
Black
it was
parties.
Exactly. Yes.
House parties, black parties.
Yes.
The real house parties. Yeah.
Yes. So and I missed that era. I'll be honest. I really would. I missed that era.
I was like so young. When House Party came out, I was like 11 years old.
Oh yes. Yes. So now, question:
that was a long time
do
ago.
you feel like music is your purpose? Now, I ask that because we're in that generation where people simply see something and they want to do it simply because they see it, not because it's their purpose or they really feel like this is the thing I'm called to do. How do you know this is your purpose?
Again, it started in the household, and the music bug hit me when I heard my cousins sing and heard my aunt sing and heard people in the church sing, heard people out in the streets sing, and watching people like Patti LaBelle, to Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, Motown Family, and all these different greats that wrote songs for different people like Lionel Richie. So yes, it just hit me when my grandma asked me to play piano. No one played piano at 7 years old.
How about that? Now you understand the entertainment industry. We just see it from the outside looking in.
Yes.
What would you say is your favorite part about the entertainment business?
Performing.
Okay.
Performing, recording, and creating the magic in the studio, and also on stage. For me, it's nothing like being in the studio. Also, to actually perform what you create in the studio on stage.
That's right. Now,
with people or by myself.
Okay. Yeah. Now, what would you say is your biggest reward? You know what I mean? Like I know you have a band.
I do, yes.
So what would
transition, but yes.
So what would you say your biggest reward after doing all because it's hard work. It's hard work rehearsing and hours of it. You know, when you came onto the TV show, you know, I've seen the preparation that just goes before it. So I commend you, musicians. I really do. You know, but what would you say is your reward for it all being said and done?
That, you know, I'm able to play with a group of people that love music and that loves. It has the same synergy and energy and the same vibration. It's true. We're all trying to go to the same place, which is create music and allow ourselves to be used to help push people's lives and help make this world a better place through music and entertainment.
I love that. It's nothing like a feeling of being around like-minded individuals. Yeah. There's no push, no pull, no competition. Nope. It's synergy and it's a flow and it's an authenticity that really just bring out the best in you.
Absolutely.
So I always encourage people, get around some people that have absolutely.
Because you can be around musicians who don't have the same energy as you, and all they do is they want to do what they want to do. But sometimes you get around musicians that understand your energy because you have the same energy as they do.
Yes, I love it. Now, what would you say is one of the challenging parts of being in the music industry?
Well, me, you know, I'm a Taurus, so we're known to be stubborn. So I would say I'm the biggest challenge.
Okay.
Because, you know, I feel I have a vision, and sometimes, you know, you have that vision and you want things to be done a certain way. People don't share that vision sometimes. They don't see what you see. And so, you know, I often learn how to I'm actually learning right now how to get my own way. Okay. So I can allow other things, other people's visions, other people's stories and energies to help evolve me and vice versa, allow me to reciprocate that.
How about that? That was a real mature thing you just said. I want to just stop there for a minute, because you could have answered that question a million different ways. And oftentimes when we focus on everything outside of ourselves, it never really gives us the opportunity to let me look at me. Let me take that opportunity. So you could have said, you know, one of the biggest challenges is it ain't enough this going on, and we need more people to start doing this, and nobody's promoting this, and people don't support me. You could have done any of those rants, but instead you said, me. I'm my biggest challenge. I gotta get out. That was a real transparent moment.
And that's so true. I mean, I'm just being honest. You know, I had to learn, you know, and through other stations, conversations we had before, you know, I had to learn how to love myself and get out my own way. And asking the Most High, asking the Creator, asking the universe, asking the angels and ancestors, my higher self, to get out my own way and help me, guide me to this place, like this interview. So it's just a blessing.
Now, when I say you are a man of many trades, I couldn't keep up with you. Now, you also taken a leap of faith and you got into acting.
I did, yes.
So you didn't just stop at, you know, the music, you got into acting and modeling. Sure. How was acting for you? There's so many people who probably aspire to do it, but we talk ourselves out of it. So how was that for you?
Well, I was when you just said I was one of those people that talk myself out of it because of enunciation. You know, I have problems, you know, stuttering. I'm not ashamed to get that, you know what I'm saying? So I had to constantly, you know, coach myself to, like this interview, to help me to speak clearly and precisely. You know, that's one of my challenges. So acting, it came at an early age in middle school. in elementary school. But as an adult, it came in 2014 when I was in this play called Meet Jezebel, on My Day Spirit. I was promoting my Christina Harris giving me a concert show in 2014, December of 2014, in July. And as I was promoting around, you know, going around, because in Morton, Pennsylvania, we have a parade every year, and we was collecting money, help get funds to support the parade. And I was saying, we have a concert for Christina Harris for the community alive. So, and one of the residents in Morton asked me to be a part of this play called We Just Bell My Day Spirit. And that's how it came about.
Wow. So just you saying yes to that one thing opened you up to what else? Just that one thing opened so many more doors because you were able and willing to leap out in faith.
Yes.
What else have you been in?
I've been in Creed, the first Creed. I've also been in smaller films, a smaller film called Mazurkas that was shot both Creed and also Mazurkas, which was shot here in Philadelphia. I was also involved in, before Creed, I was also involved in web series by the Underground Kings, produced by Sky Dennis and Rip Hamilton Productions. I also did other series. So I did web series, I did Creed. I also recently did another major film in Philadelphia. I can't really say right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I was extra. All these different, besides web series, one web series. Everything else I was extra in Creed and extra in different things.
So that's awesome. Now, question, and with all that you do, are there times when you ever feel like giving up?
In my 20s, in my early 30s, yes. But when that comes, going back again to loving myself and transitioning and getting out of my own way, I learned to let things, okay, if bad things come or things that didn't sit right with me at the moment, I had to learn how to say, there you go. Deal with that moment, deal with the issue, talk about it, vent to my friends, or vent to myself, or vent to God, vent to the Most High, vent to the universe, and just let it go. Yeah. I had to learn more how to give everything to the universe.
About that.
And keep walking in faith and also in knowing.
About that. So, you said it. And that's basically what it is. Life is going to happen. Look, life is happening, and it's happening to all of us, but it's really, we have no idea how much power we have as far as just controlling us and how we process things and how we're going to deal with it. And one thing in my journey, I want to promote a healthy way of just dealing with when life comes. So now, what keeps you going? I know you said you loving yourself and things like that. What keeps you going?
When I decided to love myself more, and because I became over the years to my 20s, actually from high school to my 20s, I was my worst enemy. And that's when, me being critical of myself, so down myself, and being my worst enemy, being so stubborn, and also getting my own way. So once I learned how, watching my videos, watching different places I went to, like, California to Mississippi, to name a few, New York, and watching my videos as I evolved, I said, wow, I said, I'm a fan of myself. And I actually had to put on Facebook.
Look at that.
Post on Facebook. I'm a fan of myself.
Yes, I love that.
Because nobody can knock me down more than me. Nobody can knock me down more than me. Trust me.
Right.
So when I when I decided to be my best friend, my first friend and my best friend, and love myself more and understand where the Most High gave me all these gifts and talents, I said, yeah.
I love it. Now, question, in both industries, whether that's the music industry or the acting or even modeling industry, would you say you get more no's than yeses?
The music industry, yes. I had a lot of no's.
How do you process that when you get those?
I keep going.
Okay.
Because I always look for doors. And a lot of times I had to create my own door.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm still going to create other doors. I had the idea to do something in July. I had to say, with wisdom, I had to say, no, I'm doing other things, like going on tour, get a songbird. I said, let me just get out of here and just chill and just wait on that for next year. So being a business owner and being wise, as you would say, has helped me to process things. The money, how much it's going to cost for the idea, and who's going to be a part of it, and just things like that. So I had to just say, okay, let me just chill out from that right now, because this season is something else different. Every season since 2012, 6 years of being in business at IHeart Entertainment has been different. So it's like, I can't believe it.
How about that? Look, and it's unbelievable. One thing I really admire about you and your character is I see you just sticking in you. A lot of, statistically, we always say, it takes 5 years for your business to even, but a lot of us don't even make it to that point.
Well, I also want to say, don't allow anybody to rush your process.
Yeah, come on.
I'm independent, so I don't allow anybody to rush my process. I admire other businesses and admire other business models, but this is my business. And you can take the time all you want because it's your business.
Yes,
you gotta critique yourself and get out your own way. And you gotta see what you need to do to improve every year. So once I learned how to do that and got my own way, and asked the Most High to be in this, it's pushing off. Like I said, this interview.
About that.
So it's a blessing. The TV show last week, to now going in Creed and going on tour, all these different things is like happening.
Yes.
And so, yeah.
And one thing you said too that I really appreciate is how do we go from people of not letting everyone come aboard on our vision, our goals, and exploit that for a quick buck. I always, when I watch the industry, a lot of times, like the music or acting industry, we'll see the accolades, we'll see the finished product, but there's always a team of people that's just exploiting them for their gifts and their skills, And some people, a lot of people will sell out and simply take that pen and sign on a dotted line and not really know what they're really getting themselves into, and they just want that quick sign-on bonus. We always say it's a gain right now, but it's a decision that will forever affect your future. So I just applaud you for being independent all this time. Now,
but let me ask you a question.
Yes, yeah.
The gift of discernment and allowing your intuition to determine and tell yourself to be quiet.
How about that?
Tell yourself to be quiet and cuss at yourself. You know what I mean? Cuss at yourself. Talk to yourself. Really talk to yourself and have a conversation with yourself and with the Most High, the universe. But the gift of discernment and this, we are the pros and cons in your decision.
Yeah.
Yes, and just go with that and just stick with your decision for how you feel as though you're going to go with your business. And things will fall in place because you made the right decision. You took the time out to actually discover and research and think about things and go over things with the Most High.
I love that, yeah.
So, yeah.
Now, what's your favorite part about going on tour?
I get to visit different cities and states.
Okay.
I get to experience different cultures. I get a chance to eat different foods from that state.
Yes.
I get a chance
that
to
would be
play.
my favorite part.
Yeah, I love to eat too. I also get a chance to perform with like-minded people who loves music and play the music that I love to hear and play. So and they love to hear and play too. So and finding my audience. And yeah.
I love it. Now, what would be some words of encouragement for somebody trying to get into any of these fields?
Know that, first of all, we're all, especially as Black people, we're all gifted at not just one thing, but many different things. And I would say, pursue everything that you want to pursue. Don't allow anybody to limit yourself, limit your potential, limit your wisdom, your guidance, your knowledge. Seek, and study who you are meant to be, and don't listen to the naysayers. You know what I'm saying? Let them be your motivators, and just allow, have the heart. As my friend, I'm quoting my friend from B.F.F Entertainment. Have the heart to follow your own spirit. Always have the heart to follow your own spirit, and not allow anybody to tell you you're wrong. I'm saying, listen to wise counsel. Listen to people who have wisdom and want to help you. And also listen to people who don't want to help you. You know what I'm saying? Because again, they can be your motivators.
About that.
But always have your heart to follow your own spirit, what you want to do with your business, with your life, with your careers, and pursue everything that you have desired, that you feel as though that the Most High gave you, the gifts and talents to become. Don't leave yourself.
You're absolutely right, and that was a promise that I had to stand on in this season, where I felt like God was really saying to me, all those dreams and aspirations you had that you let go and you put down, pick them up. Because in this season, I've given you a grace period to get it done. And not every season is like this one, but I've given you the grace period to go ahead and move out on it and watch me open up doors for you. Absolutely. And but it's one thing you said too that I stand by, which is pretty much when you love yourself, you start to really see your worth. And when you see your worth, you also see, I need to steward over me, my mind, my thoughts, my gifts a little bit more better than what I have. Because when you don't know your worth or your value, you don't uphold to a certain standards, you know. But when you start becoming a better person, and it's all seasonal, like, you know, it's one season, and it's a process. Absolutely,
it's a journey, and enjoy your journey.
Yes,
enjoy your journey. Enjoy the journey along the way.
You said it. You said it. So I thank you for, you know, those words of encouragement, you know, for someone who may be listening right now.
Absolutely.
And what's next for Chris Nelson?
What's next for me in IHeart Entertainment? Just growing, building my business, and doing platforms like this, and introducing myself and my business to a wide range of people, and just, you know, going to acting and mentoring other people eventually. You know, that's what for Chris Nelson, for IHeart Entertainment, I want to basically, you know, to perform at BT Awards, perform at different platforms, like I said before, and eventually sign other artists eventually.
About that.
And also, years to come, probably 2 years or 3 years, however the Most High, the universe allows me to go, have my own school, and have a building of my business, and have a school where, you know, people who wants to learn and grow, you know, give them the instructions, the wisdom, and guidance, help those people, and, you know, just basically be a pillar in my community, in all communities, help people.
You know, and
doors for different people. I want to be that door opener, not only for myself,
yes,
but for other people too.
You said it. And, you know, I just one thing you really hit on that I stand by, which is the foundation of the show, business, faith, and family, and how it takes faith to have a business, but also build it for the sake of the family. And one thing you said is, you're saying I'm leaving a legacy. And too often we think a legacy is, you know, I'm leaving all this money for the next generation. You're doing mentorship. You want to build a school. Therefore, you want to promote, you know, educational advancement. You want to leave those seeds that you know, have gained in your journey.
Yes.
You're leaving all the valuable stuff for the next generation.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. Yes. That's what we stand for Business, Faith, and Family. And to see it, how it just, nobody had to teach you that. It just becomes, you know, as you mature in life, it just becomes like, you know, one of life's greatest rewards. Like, oh, I want to leave this to somebody, all my hard work and effort. I want to teach the next generation. So I'm so glad. I'm looking forward to seeing all God has for you. And doesn't it feel good to know that you're maturing to be able to become trustworthy of what God has now?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. You know, I always say, I'm not the person I am now 5-10 years ago, and I would not have been able to handle the blessing. So I see you handling, I see your wisdom, I see you as that visionary, and I see the commitment. It's very inspirational.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you for coming on to the BFF show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yes.
It's good.
So yes, and again, you're always welcome back.
Thank you.
And just thank you again. We thank you for listening to the Business, Faith, and Family show. You make sure you stay tuned.
If you enjoy what you're hearing through our radio airwaves and you'd like to keep in touch with our guest, Universal Soul Artist Chris Nelson, you can log on to OurTimeEntertainment.com for show bookings, live performances, musical collaborations, and more. You can also purchase merchandise and Chris Nelson's music from the website. So feel free to log on to OurTimeEntertainment.com. That's HOURTYME Entertainment.com. Please and thank you for your love and support. And now enjoy a taste of Chris's song, Our Time.
IHeartRadio.com. Our Time. IHeartRadio.com. Radio. You know.
Attention! Now that I have it at ease, stand by while I speak and ease your attention. And let you know your voices don't go unheard. I know your concern is really one word: respect, regardless of what you've been told and how you've been treated. To sit cold while you're mistreated will only make you self-destruct. So the only way to get what you want is to get up. You have a beautiful heart and mind, so you gotta protect it with no intellect. It's hopeless, it's a must. Even when you don't like, you know, must be learned for your own concern. The teachers are there to push you along, but don't get discouraged if they don't. You must go on. Have faith in God, have faith in yourself. School's all around, take the time. Our time is now. We're overcoming this depression. And we're overcoming misconceptions. So many struggles all through this life. Now it's our time to shine. We've been on this journey for years. Too many door slams in our faces, going to place to place. Now it's time for us to change the gears. Cause we're
It's on the radio. iHeart Radio. iHeart Radio, everybody. For real.
And we're
Awesome. It's been my day. Made my day.
Hi, I'm your host, Christina Harris, and you've been listening to Business, Faith, and Family. Feel free to download and replay this episode, or, more importantly, go check out our other episodes. But pay it forward and share them with others. I ask that you subscribe to our channel so you can stay connected for your moments of inspiration. Feel free to follow us at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, under BFF HOST. For your convenience, please hit the links below, and thank you for listening. God bless.
So yeah, you know, it's definitely definitely something that is a blessing to be a part of and to be on. So, this camera is actually acting stupid right now. 1 second. 1 second, everybody. So, just want to say, you know, it's a journey, and it's a blessing to be on a program that's about uplifting artists and people who are doing positive things. And as you heard, you know, it's about doing right things and helping people. That's what I'm about. It's helping people. So, Christina, I love you. Thank you so much for allowing me to be on your show. And just thank you so much for a beautiful day. You know what I'm saying? For making this day possible. You know what I'm saying? I thank the Most High, the universe, you know, the angels, and also the ancestors for just opportunities. I mean, you know, thank people. I thank everybody for opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And for those who are listening, for those who are watching right now, this video, you know, follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Don't ever allow anybody to deter you from where you want to go. If you have a dream, a vision, a goal, or goals, I'm saying, keep going. I mean, no matter what it is, keep going. Like I said in the video, in the interview, study, and just have fun. Relax, have fun, do your thing. Just be yourself. You know what I mean? Have the heart to follow your own spirit. You know what I'm saying? So, I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. You know, let's have fun. It's Friday night. Today is September the 28th, 2018. And, you know, Friday night, listen to the podcast on iHeart Radio. It's a blessing just to be on a major radio station, you know, have my music playing, and, you know, and also to be interviewed. You know, it's a joyous thing that actually has something like this. And more things to come too. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned. But like I said, if you got dreams and goals and vision, you know what I mean, go for it. No matter what it is, go for your dreams, go for your goals, go for, stretch your visions out. You know what I'm saying? Listen to people and stretch your vision out. Your vision out. I'm studying right now, so I'm excited. I got many things in my head right now. Many positive things in my head as a CEO. Just gathering up information, thoughts, gathering up different ideas. Still to this day, from that time I did the interview to now, there's so many ideas I have right now as a CEO. And so, if you guys want to support what I'm doing, you can log on to OurTimeEntertainment.com. That's HourTyme Entertainment.com. You check out the merchandise on there, everything that was played on the radio. You can actually check out. Alright? Love y'all, love life, stay strong, keep the faith, know who you are, and peace. Love y'all.